So welcome to this training course on procurement fraud risk, the first in the series of training courses of procurement fraud. Procurement fraud is recognised as one of the biggest financial crimes globally. As an example, one of the typologies of procurement fraud is counterfeit products, and the Organisation for Economic Cooperation and Development, OECD, estimated that counterfeit products equates to around 3.3% of global trade. That is around $509 billion annually. Experian and the University of Portsmouth published its findings on fraud in the United Kingdom and estimated that procurement fraud equates to a staggering £121.4 billion, which is 4.76% of the total expenditure of all sectors in the United Kingdom. The US Department of Justice, in its annual report of civil recoveries for fraud and false claims against the US, showed recoveries of over $3 billion in settlements and judgments. And the International Monetary Fund confirmed that if all countries were to reduce corruption in a similar way, they could gain $1 trillion in lost tax revenues, or 1.25% of global GDP. It is for this reason that education is an important part of us understanding the level of risks that your organisation faces and the way in which it can be prevented. Throughout this course, we will examine the scope and typologies of procurement fraud and the areas of an organisation that can be impacted. We will examine procurement and project processes in which fraud and corruption are likely to occur. We will review the roles within your organisation that can influence or manipulate the procurement process. And we will discuss the data sources that can be used to profile procurement fraud risk within your organisation. And finally, we will learn how to create a procurement fraud risk matrix that will list your key risks and allow you and your organisation at a glance to see where your key risks are. We have included a number of downloadable tools that will assist you in assessing your risk and building a risk picture of your areas of business, or using this model to profile the whole organisation. So let's now move to the next session and discuss the scope of procurement fraud.